The economics of the frame. How much story can you tell in one frame? It's a situation where history often gets written and other people get written out of history. And the impact that this community, the Black community, had in the UK, has had in the UK, somehow was sort of swept beneath the carpet. And there were so many interesting stories, so many struggles, and so many kind of issues that I just wanted to look at that. I wanted to sort of investigate that. And also, people were dying. So a lot of people at that time, I thought, oh, I have to sort of do things before these sort of stories are lost. Certain things under my belt before I was able to tackle these subjects. The subjects which are, of course, very close to me, obviously, things which are, often those are the most difficult things. At first, I thought it was maybe one family, but then getting investigating things further, and I thought, okay, well, there's so many stories that we could tell them over a certain period of time using that format of so-called series.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, what is your story about? What is your story about is going to lead you to what you need to do. And also, what I love about the idea is it's not about unconventional or different or any of that. There's no different. There's only two things in the movie: things which make sense and the things that don't make sense. Things which are good and the things which aren't good. So it doesn't. People, what are you doing that? Why are you putting the camera on the floor? Because it makes sense. What makes sense to you? What makes sense? Why? What is your story about? Is about where you want to put that camera. What's your story about? Why is it there? Why isn't it over here? You have this beauty about shooting something. You can put it anywhere. Why there? Because that's what is your story about? Always go back to story. It's not about fancy shots or trying to do a double somersault with Pike. It's all about, why am I thinking about this? Why is this important? And it will bring you to that moment. And so it can surprise you as a filmmaker. It can surprise you. And I think that's what you want to be. You want to be surprised. Well, what's about this? What is it in this moment? There it is. This is where I want to put the camera. You should be able to make a masterpiece from the stuff under your bed. That should be possible. Do you know what I mean? You don't have to go to fucking Mount Everest or K2, climb it backwards. You should be able to make a masterpiece from the things which are underneath your bed. Why not? Why? Why not? Why? You know what I mean? So that's what it's about. It's about seeing it. So something as humble or as inconsequential as a calendar that could have so much weight when it's doing it. What you can do is recognize it. That's what you're going to do. Recognize it. Recognize it. And that's about looking and 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 looking. A colander, again, the whole idea of washing, cleansing, I don't know, purification, I don't know what you want to do. Again, it's again, and the rocking, it's almost like the balance of power. I don't know what's going to happen. It's almost like, for me, that was a scene of lulling, when you can actually, all the chaos which has happened, and for a moment, you can just sit with it for a moment and absorb it and digest it. That's it. And it's okay, be you, kids. The hardest thing to be on a movie set, I think, is yourself. And you need to be yourself. You need to be your comfortable self. Like I go back to the pajamas. You need to be yourself on set. Don't play into being, some kind of, I know everything, I'm the director, walking around with your sort of boots and your whip sort of strapped to your waist. No. It's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay not to know. You'll get there. You'll get there. You'll get there.